you're further and further trying to save more and more rainforests. And the mission is clear because there's just this deep jungle
Yeah.
that's full of this incredible life. And now we know with uncontacted tribes, there's a lot of interests that don't care about the jungle that are pushing and want to cut it down, want to destroy it. And the mission is pretty clear. You just want this whole territory to be preserved.
Yeah, and that's what makes it so beautiful, is that this is one of those crown jewels. This is one of those special places on Earth where it's like a time capsule for nature, for human culture, for biodiversity, for climate services, for everything. And then, I think people get overwhelmed with where you say, okay, we have to save the environment. We have to save the ocean. This is one watershed. It's 300,000 acres, and we're already at 130,000. We've shown we can do it. The loggers are happy to turn into rangers. People all over the world have become Jungle Keeper supporters. We have several thousand people that every month give us between $5 and $1,000 every single month. And that keeps the rangers going. That employs the local people. So it's not just making drawing a line and making a park and saying everybody stay out. It's like, no, though, you have the Nomoles, you have the indigenous people, you have a future for the indigenous people where their kids don't have to worry about like eating monkeys. They can be park rangers. And I get blowback from people right away where I say like, and people can even come see it through the treehouse or something. And people go, oh, are you going to bring tourists into the wildest place on Earth? And it's like, man, look at that jungle. And it's like that 300,000 acres of that. And you're talking about on a football field, we're talking about 2 blades of grass that we access so people can see it, which makes a huge difference. And so like the fact that we can share it with people, the amount of people that listened to, look, like since the first time I came here and spoke to you, the amount to which you've made it possible for us to protect this place, the amount of spider monkeys and jaguars and giant anteaters and those ancient millennium trees that you've made it possible to protect is monstrous. And so
thank you, brother. It's been an honor of a lifetime to be able to watch you. I tell it to a lot of people, there's certain people I'm glad exist in this world because you've educated me and millions of people about the beauty of the jungle and then how important the fight to save the jungle is. So if you're listening to this, you absolutely must go. Please donate or post about it, share it with friends, junglekeepers.org. You're also doing a gala in New York at the end of January. So if you can, please go and donate to help save the jungle.
Yes, please do. And because our first conversation led to the first surge where people realized what Jungle Keepers was, and then because we got this surge of support, then we were able to expand our work, protect more acres. A lot of our major donors, a lot of our small-scale donors came in because of that. And so these are people that went, wait, if Lex thinks it's a good idea, then we'll do it. And that based on your trust, they came in. And so
I guess also I should say it's not enough to speak and communicate the importance of saving the rainforest. You actually have to have incredible people that are making it happen. And we have talked, and we'll talk more about the dangers and the complexities involved of how to navigate everything. And one of the things, and the reason I'm really excited about what you're doing, is I just gotten to meet the team, and it just brings a smile to my face.
Yeah.
Several of the people I know who are extremely competent. Stefan, somebody we've talked about.
Yeah.
Yes, he likes to take pictures of stuff, but primarily the thing he does incredibly well is run everything, organize everything to make sure that stuff happens and happens quickly and efficiently. All the kind of things that are required to make stuff like this happen in the complex environment that the jungle operates in, the sometimes lawless environment that the jungle operates in. So the team is incredible, which is why when you sort of connect the money, how does the money lead to the solution of the problem? It's the team, and the team makes it happen.
I didn't know that people like Stefan existed.
Yeah, me neither.
Because like,
when I met him,
I just like
he's a beautiful, wonderful human being.
I'm again, I can use a machete to catch a fish.
Yeah.
But like his systems knowledge and his ability, his bandwidth is the size of a country. It has its own area code. He's, just like JJ opened the door of the Amazon and gave us that local indigenous perspective. I mean, yeah, okay, I told some stories about it, but like Stefan came in and went, okay, you guys have good ideas, but you're both jungle guys. You're not helping each other. And running those systems and making the website and making it possible to connect the people that care with the Indigenous Ranger program and make sure the Rangers have shirts and cans of tuna and that there's a person running the Ranger. And these are things that I couldn't dream of organizing. I can't even I can't even make my bed. I can't even get that far. I mean,
caveman want fish.
Caveman want fish.
Watching you fish or hunt for fish with a machete is one of the most awesome things I've ever seen. You're literally able to catch a fish with a machete.
Yeah.
So that's what you're good at, and then Stefan's good at everything else.
Everything else. His, remember the most interesting man in the world, and they're like, he once had an awkward moment just to see how it felt. Yeah. And it's like Stefan's to-do list doesn't exist because it's already done. He is just incredible.